Alright, and I am back. I should join the server. There we go. Does it? Looks like a blank screen to me. There we go. Alright. Back in the game, maybe? There we go. Alright. Let's sleep before something comes and gets us. Alright. So, continuing on, working on the foundry. Yeah, so I have a sense now of what we're gonna do. So let me go get some of the materials that we're gonna need, and we'll do it. All right. So, right, so some recruit storage units, although I think I have some in my toolboxes. We need some more fluid tanks for the molten metal to go into from the foundry. We need the faucets and casting tables and casting ingot, the ingot casts to be able to get our metal out of the foundry and into the brass factory. This pack keeps you busy. Although it's definitely not the most efficient way of doing any of these things. It's more of a this is how I want to do it. To make cool builds. Alright, we're definitely not out of oak. Just need to convert some. There we go. Let's make a few more barrels. Just a few. And copper. We have copper shingles and stairs. What we don't have is a way to... I don't think these are convertible back. These can be melted down. Is there copper in this chest? A little bit. Alright, well. We're getting kind of low on copper. Actually not, because we have a whole foundry that's going to give us loads of copper. We just got to get it out. Okay, and then... Okay, we don't need that. We need the faucet. Is it seared? Yes, so we have 3 seared faucets and a couple of casting tables. We could maybe make one more. And... I mean, we're going to need it. So let's just make 6 and 6. And what else do we need? We're going to need some gold to make some more ingot casts. We got some gold nuggets here. We could probably also convert. And imagine destroying a piece of cobalt or netherite scrap to make a gold cast. What is something we could destroy to make some more casts? We could destroy gold. We could probably just destroy iron. We have so much of it. And I need to make some more filters. Let's just make a bunch. Okay, so there's that. And that. And we need to make those fluid tanks, which we're waiting for the copper sheets to do. Alright. So, lots of tanks. Just thinking of puns in my head. Anyway, keep those to myself. Alright, so... did I have everything I needed? Except for the casts. Probably the easiest way to get those going is right here in the house. Right. We gotta... Okay. Okay, and get some gold in there. So we need 5 more casts. Okay, yeah, there should be enough room for the gold. Except we can't have multiple things in this, can we? Nope. Just gonna get these pig iron ingots out. There we go. And then ignore the graphical glitch that's making it look like we still have a pig iron ingot in there. It's actually iron, and now it's gone. And then another one. What's the clicking all about? It's making me suspicious. I guess it's nothing. It's interesting there's this void in here, but there doesn't appear to be TNT or anything like that. No. I guess there's not really a way. This is all claimed chunks anyway, but just me being paranoid. All right. Since when did it click though? Okay, 5th one. And one more iron ingot to destroy. Great. So I think that's all we need to start getting materials out of our foundry. And then what? Get them into the brass factory. Finally. Then we have to go run the other stuff over. Which I've not given too much thought to yet, but I suppose I'll have to after this one eye. Or we could work on the train, getting it so it goes back over there and picks up materials. That's also a thing that needs to be done. Probably move this ramp back a ways. Okay, so for starters, let's just do one faucet onto a table. Yeah, that looks right. And then a cast. And then we have crude storage units here, so we're going to put one here. And I think for the purposes of just seeing this working, I'm going to take this other hand crank and take a cogwheel, and we're going to manually power the pumps. But before I do that, I need to set these filters. So I guess this one is going to be copper. Now the question is this going to actually work? I don't know. Not like that, it's not. Okay. Molten copper. We have a couple of different ways. Maybe it's a bucket. It's a allow list. Now, maybe. I guess if I'm going to do that, let me set the other one. It's going to be for gold. That's the other metal we have in there right now. Looking for a bucket of molten gold. I guess I could search for it because I don't see it. It should look like a bucket, no? Molten gold. Oh, there it is. It's hidden in the asbestos nested thingamajig. Is it? It's sunset again. Alright, can we pump? Yeah. We have copper and nothing. I'm really hoping that we would get both at the same time. Pass the night. So, how much gold do we have? So is this a situation where, say I thought I tested this. Maybe, I don't know. I thought I tested this and this would extract multiple materials at the same time, since we have multiple drains. Maybe something. I don't know. I do know that I really need to get some power over here. Because hand cranking this is not going to be... wait, hold on. Double check something. Yeah, that's why. It's going the wrong direction. So what we should see... Yes, we see gold and copper coming in at the same time. Excellent. It helps to have both pumping out. It really does. And now this is empty, but that's fine. We can get some more material in there. And you just imagine this all running at the same time, bringing materials in and pumping processed metal out. This hand crank is not going to be there, so we can put a lever on the side. Do I have a lever? I had a lever. Is it in a box now? There is a lever in the box. Okay, so I can't put that there, but maybe if I put this here, and this is gonna reverse the direction. Okay, that's fine. There. Now the next step is to set up the crude storage unit. So it did, I think, did it copy the configuration from the creative world? Anyway, we should output down, that's correct. And we should input, but we should input from the top and from the back. There we go. And we'll lock that. There we go. Now we are automatically extracting ingots of copper and putting them there. It's a start. And we do the same thing with gold. Go and get a cast in there and get a crude storage unit right there, and we'll copy this and we'll paste that. And we don't even have a bucket of gold in there, so I guess we'll pump some more. All right, how are we doing? Okay. Well, just imagine it's working. Probably need some more levers over on the other side, which we can do at some point. But anyway, so this is the idea. And then we can stack this, right? So we can add more tanks, like so. And add more faucets and tables. So like table. Wait, how do I get up there now? Probably add some ladders at some point, or a staircase or something. But yeah, so like that. There we go. So we just keep doing that, and we can extract all the metal. And look, we're already up to 31 copper, which is great, since I just ran through all the copper I had. And we have so much more. I think there's a bunch in the item vaults of the train down there. So, yeah. I think what we should do next is... what? 1, get power over here, and 2, hook up outgoing belts to get over there. And maybe those can be the same thing, right? So if we... maybe not, because... let's take a look at the power situation over here. I guess this whole system runs off of 1 power source. How much spare stress units do we have? We have 1500 SU. I think that should be enough. Like, the belts are not going to use a lot, and we don't need to run the how many stress units do the pumps use? Let's take a look at the pumps. They are 4x RPM. So if they're running at 16 RPM, then they're using 64 SU per, so 128. If we were running at 256 RPM, then they would be using 1,000 to like 2,048 SU for a pair, which would be more than what we have. So we can't run these at that speed, but for now, we can probably run everything pretty slowly, and this will continue running in the background, and that will be good. So let's figure out how we're going to get the items over yonder. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking out the floor here. And I'm going to position, let's see, so we'll do this. No, it's like this. And I need shafts. And I'm finally actually using this feature of the toolboxes to put items in my hotbar, rather than just going over and grabbing them, because yeah, it's a great feature that I just never use. And I think we want to do this like this. So I'll put chutes or smart chutes underneath the storage units. I could have, do I want to do that? Like the, maybe I don't. Maybe I want to do something else. Right, so if I were to instead have, okay, yeah, we can do this. So if I were to have belts set up like this, I could have this crude storage unit put items directly onto the belt, and I think that will be fine. Have to be careful when we actually do the floor and the walls with the schematic cannon that it doesn't, well, actually that'd be really good doing it this way versus using a chute. If I were to, I guess it wouldn't matter. Anyway, this will be fine. Let's just keep going. Yeah, I'm going to do this. So this one right now is set up to be gold. I might change this to be the iron one. And yeah, I think so. So let's do this. We're going to change this to be molten iron. Which one? This one. There we go. And there. Problem with that is, okay, I'm just going to destroy the gold. Bye, gold. Didn't need you. And this will be our iron from now on. Great. What iron? Well, we'll have iron in here eventually. We're going to need that for the factory. We just haven't gotten there yet. But, yeah, so then we can say, okay, well, this is where the iron is going to come out, which is very convenient from getting these belts in place. And we're going to sneak the belt over the train. And I think I have an axe somewhere, or I threw it away. I don't know where I put it, but anyway, it doesn't matter for now. Let's get the excavator out. And I will at some point clean this up because it's kind of weird just having the belts going across the dirt like this. But for now, this is fine. This is just, I want to get the thing working and then we can make it pretty after. As long as we do eventually, right? Okay, and then the goal here is going to be to try to align the belts to this block here, just to say this tree, and this tree is in the way. Okay, I'm gonna just put a thing there. We're gonna sleep again. Sleeping bag is almost done for. I have to make another one again. There we go. Oh, I see. Okay. I need to find my axe. Should probably be right there, yes. Oh, hey, look, there's some raw iron. Let's throw some raw iron into the mix. This is technically kind of a waste because we could crush this in the crushing wheels and get bonus materials, but it's just hanging out in there. I'm just gonna throw that in, and clear these trees out of the way. We're gonna get some verticality on our belts, going up towards over there. And we can deliver these ingots to where they need to go. So, how is this going to work? We are going to need this. And why? Well, when I send this belt all the way over here, which hopefully it reaches, yes. So the iron is gonna be put on this belt, which we're gonna get rotating at some point, and it will go down here until it ends up on this belt, and then it will start going up and up into the sky. No tree is going to stop it. It must fly. And then we're going to do the same thing here, where, let's see, turn that and turn that. And then we have another belt right underneath it. And this works, and means that the copper that's going to come down this belt will go on to the belt that's right underneath it, and up and away. And does that actually work out for me? If the copper's on the bottom instead of the top. It's an iron top, copper bottom. Actually, that is a little problematic because the copper needs to go further. It would be better if the iron was on the bottom. Can we make that happen? To have a copper top. So yeah, we can do that. So I'll leave the iron where it is, and we're just gonna swap this around. So we'll have this here and this here. Look, here, that's fine. And then to there. Okay. And then we just need to get the copper up to there, which is no big deal at all. Super easy. Something, something. Right, and then across to here. So the copper will go over here and then up to here and then onto that belt. So all of these trees will eventually go, I suspect. All right, so how far are we going up? At least one more, I think. So we go across at that level. We need one block. No, I don't think that's true. I think this could be at the same level, if we wanted it, as the top of the crude storage unit, which is that level right there. So I think we're above it. That's fine. So we're going to start from here. We're going to go horizontally across to get the iron over. And maybe, I think it's 32 blocks. Is it 32? That the belt can go in a stretch? Will it reach? Or will we have to have a joining, a junction? Looks like junction it is. Okay. So what we'll have to do next is like connect all of these belts together to effectively use the power from the windmill that's powering this factory to also power the belt, and that will send the power down the belt back to here, over there, to operate all the stuff that we need to operate. So there we go. So we have a 1 block gap there, and we'll have 2 here. Now I don't have chutes on me, so we'll have to go back and get chutes. But that's fine. We will figure out how to get up this. Okay, maybe like this, and there we go. All right. Okay, the next one. No. Back. It's this one that continues to here. And then same thing again, where we're gonna go do a horizontal run of belt to get the copper all the way over to where it's going and the input for the factory. And I could just have like a chute taking the items from the belt and then putting it onto the belt that is inside on the other side of those storage units. But the storage units also provide a nice little buffer and a place for me to manually put items in if I want. And a nice little label as well, right? So yeah. That's not what I wanted to do. I put an extra shaft in that belt right there. We can click that back out because we don't need that. And then this is going to continue one block past the other one. And there we go. So we need... I mean, we could use like stacks of crude storage units. We could use... Excuse me. We could use smart chutes. But I don't have a bunch of smart chutes. I have a bunch of normal chutes, I believe. Oh, I can only reach... From right there, I can only reach one of the toolboxes. Here, I can reach 4. Shoots. I have one. I had one chute. Well, shoot. The other thing we want to do is we want to put blocks on the end of the belts to keep items from flying off the end. And I don't know if I have anything really fancy. Just put a crafting table there. I guess we'll just put some birch planks. There we go. That does the job. I guess I could have used... Nope, there's no blocks in any of these. They're fully empty because they've all been emptied out into the inner workings of the factory. Alright, so... I'm guessing I just don't have any more chutes over here. 0. I don't suppose I have any iron sheets in here somewhere to make more chutes. Looks like no. Oh, but I have 3 chutes right there. All right, so the show can go on. I suppose at some point... Ah, okay. We didn't need this here. The chute is gonna block it. Block this belt from flinging items off. So that's good. There we go. We don't need that birch plank in there. There we go. All right. So now we have a way of getting materials in. Now we just need to power those belts, and then we can maybe see some of this in operation a little bit. Of course, we don't have a automated source of zinc yet, but I think that is coming soon. But first, I must cut the rest of this tree down. Cannot have a floating tree. There we go. All right. So power. Well, power needs to start over on this other end, doesn't it? Maybe. Let's take a look at this. What's going on here? Why is there a circle there? What does it mean? Can we slide in here? Good. Alright, there's no items there. Okay, so anyway, is there... What's behind door number 1? So we want to probably get some power coming. Oh, look, there's all sorts of items in here. I'm going to guess the thing that this is short on is probably either zinc or copper. Because I think it's not... It's kind of stopped operation, but I think it's probably out of copper. It's my guess. Anyway, we need to get power either to here or to here. And I think we can wire these together once we do. So where is a source of power from the factory that we can divert. This is maybe the right level. I could turn this. I don't want it to go through there, so we can... I'm out of range of all the cogs right now, but that could be fixed. Is it... There we go. Let's put that aside. Oh, I have little ones there too. So let's see. I want to... route this around. Okay. I don't think I've done this before. That looks cool now. And then I don't really want to change the speed of this. Ooh, I think this is going to work out. This is going to be the right direction. No. No, it needs to go this... It needs to turn this way. And it's doing the opposite. Okay, so... Ooh. What if I did this, and then this? No, that doesn't help me. That doesn't help me at all. All right, so... So that is the correct direction. So let's use a belt. There we go. Trixie. And then get a shaft over here. And then put that back. I don't suppose I could get an andesite casing to seal that hole up. There we go. Andesite casings for the win. And then I can connect these two belts together, like so. And now they're both going in the correct direction. Let's put a box, an andesite casing there, so I can jump up on here, and then we're gonna connect these things together somehow. Honestly, so a thing I like doing is I'm using encased chain drives. I think they look nice and they're very easy to like connect these belts, but honestly the easiest thing to do for something like this is just make a little side belt. And now those are all going together. And then, hey, same thing. Now the you can see there, each of these uses 0.8 SU, which does add up, I suppose. All the stress unit used on belts. All right, now we're at the turn. And how is this going to work? Well, how is this going to work? I could extend this belt down. Ooh, yeah. This turns this way, meshes with this turning this way. Cool. So I can just put a which box? There it is. Light gray. There we go. Now that turns that way. This one is connected to this one. So it's just this one that's lacking power. which we can fix the exact same way we did those other ones by getting my, is it gray? Yeah, there we go. And gray again, shaft, shaft, belt, belt. All right, so now all that stuff is powered. Now we're just short this part. And same deal again. Same solution to the same problem. Maybe if I can get down there. Here we go. Stand on top of the train. All right, so now all the belts are connected, which is great. So this doesn't solve our, well, it gets us closer to providing power for the pumps. Let's see, there we go. So I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll do this. Turn that way. And now, just use more gearboxes, right? I wanted to scoot really close there so I didn't accidentally, when I was removing the crankshaft, also remove the smart fluid pipe. If you were wondering what I was doing. So, when I get this connected to this somehow, I would also like to make this go faster. Which I think I can do if I grab a large cogwheel. Which is not in that box. Is it in this one? It is. All right. Yeah. So this will make it go slightly faster. And we just make sure that things are going in the right direction, which they are. Hey, look, instantly we're getting copper in there. All right, and I think we're done with all of the that stuff. Oh, well, not quite. We need to power these belts, but anyway, details. Yeah, so we can supply some more materials. There we go. Look at that. All right. And so this, see how it has, I mean, it has some copper. Okay, it's accumulating. I was going to say this needed to go faster, but I guess this is fine, at least while we're only pulling one ingot at a time. We will probably want this much faster once we have multiple ingots being cast at the same time. But so the next thing to do is to configure the output down auto output. And there it goes. Let's go with it. Just follow the course of the copper into the factory. The first materials delivered automatically to this factory. We're going to take a brief break to sleep here on top of this tree. So we can enjoy the sunrise. And there's more copper coming. So it's not the fastest thing ever, but as long as this area is loaded, we'll keep on delivering copper, hopefully to the right place. Let's see here. So we should come over here, and it should go into chutes. And this isn't set up to receive anything yet. So let's see, auto input, or input rather. Oh, I should lock it. There we go. For some reason it wasn't locked. It's the only thing that's not locked apparently. Weird. Alright, so all that copper went in there. So if we were to go down into the factory, we might actually see some stuff happening. And we got 1,200. I think we had 14. So we used like 200 stress units to run the belts and the pumps. at that slow speed. So, are we operating? Where's that copper going? There it is. It's being melted again, which... So this design was designed around the idea that this would be very much more decoupled from where the copper was coming from. In retrospect, maybe... Whoops. Having copper ingots as an input versus just chipping the... I mean, on the other hand, it's awkward to have a long stretch of pipe and try to pump liquid. So this is probably better. Alright, so we're processing this copper into molten copper that's going over to that tank, and it's making its way over to here, where it's waiting for zinc and fuel. And that would make brass here. Are we making copper casings? We have copper sheets here. We have a bunch. So what are we missing? Oh, andesite. So we're missing iron. Right, so this needs iron, and we have iron. Confused. What does andesite alloy need? It needs iron, and oh, it's probably out of clay. That's it. It's probably out of clay. So we got 220 andesite alloys, some andesite casings. No brass stuff yet. Again, we made some initially, but it's all been used since then. So yeah, we do need to get clay delivered over here for things to happen, and zinc. But the copper, well, we've run out of it again. The copper is really good too. So we do have a little bit of gold in here, and we will need to add another drain to drain out the gold and get it turned into ingots and out of the system, because once this fills up, we won't be able to process any more metals, right? So this is the same sort of thing like earlier I was talking about. Well, we could use one belt, but then if one thing is used more than the other, things could get backed up. Well, it's the same thing here, right? So, but that's not the immediate problem. So let's get this powered. How are we gonna do that? I could put I could do many things. I could put a gearbox right here. Yes. So light gray? Yes. Gearbox? Check. Shaft? Check. And it turns the wrong direction. So another gearbox. And there. And now our input is automated as well. Now, yeah, we are melting down ingots or nuggets. What we could do is we could set up a tunnel and set up yeah, we could do a thing where we pick up the nuggets and we compress them, and then we push them over here. Yeah, that might be a good thing to do. We could even do that. Let's see, we put that right there, and then we would just need a basin. Yeah. If I was a basin, and then we want a funnel, and it needs to be a brass funnel so that we can filter for the input, which is going to be this. There we go. Great. And it's convenient that when I put it on, it pointed the other way, so we didn't get any raw copper in there. And then we need a mechanical press. And some power and some other stuff. But, you know, one thing at a time. We're going to get a little bit of an efficiency. We're not going to have to remelt any of the copper nuggets that come in from our acerine iridium processing factory thingy. Okay, so I'm gonna go sort that out. Bring that iron with me, it might be helpful. Some things here that I could be storing away, there we go. And then, how are we doing on time? I got maybe about half an hour. So we could probably come back and work on the train some more. And then maybe we could get the... yeah, we have a train that carries clay around, right? We could probably change that train to... graphical glitch. We could set up a station for the clay to be delivered to the factory. That could be a thing to do next, rather than worrying about our train delivering the raw copper and stuff. We could work on getting the clay coming over. That sounds like it seems like that's the next thing that's needed, that and then the zinc. Because if we could get the andesite, andesite alloy and andesite casings, then we could tear down all of this stuff. Oh, I could just, you know what I could do? If we want clay, let me just bring some clay over there. But still, automation is good. We get rid of that, get rid of the andesite casing manufacturing over here. And we also have copper casings being produced once we have the andesite casing over in our factory. So get rid of this. And then a thing we could probably look at doing is actually moving like... so what's the next step here? After copper casings, it's basic machine frame. So we could look at doing like an annex to the factory to do that. But I think... I mean, we could do that, but we need to automate silver still. But yeah, so many things have been like... There have been things that have slowed us down. And I feel like this is real good. Anyway, so I was looking for a press. A create press. There we go. Hey, I did need iron, but I have lots of iron, so that's fine. Here we go. Do I need to grab anything else while I'm here? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go. Maybe the next mod pack I play will be something that has... I don't know. I see 3 viewers in the Twitch dashboard. So maybe that's me and you and a third person. I don't know if Twitch... I still don't really know if Twitch counts me. It's not reliable. So hello, third person, whoever you are. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're enjoying. I don't know. Like I said, it's not reliable. Oh, I'm bugged. Okay, there we go. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Even if I wasn't streaming, I would be doing this, right? Maybe not on a set schedule, but on the other hand, having a set schedule is kind of nice, right? It's like, this is what I'm going to be doing. Because otherwise, instead of playing this game that I enjoy, and mixing things up, I might just be working on my my story and playing with ChatGPT and just like obsessing over one thing instead of 4. Okay, so we're gonna need some things in light gray. There we go. No, I don't want that there, actually. Let's put this here. And across. And gearbox. And turn it into a vertical one and turn it that way. And now, we are making copper ingots, hopefully. Now, actually, this is kind of an awkward position because I need to get the items from here into this box. Actually, that's really awkward because this space is going to be occupied with a chute. Oh. Yeah, I think... tear this out. I'm going to do this a different way. So we're going to rotate this. And we're going to put that there. And there. And there. Like this. So we'll run the power from the belt into there. And then... I know. So we're going to run shaft. And we're going to do a diagonal belt. Oops. Diagonal belt. And that's going to go here up to there. And the way this is going to work is it's all according to plan, which is that... do I have additional crude storage units besides that one? Probably in the green box if I do. Storage buffer. I guess storage buffer is fine. We don't need more buffers. Although I do have additional crude storage units. Do I... maybe I should just use storage buffers. For all except for this bottommost unit. So anyway, so this goes here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to copy this config and paste it here. Take one of these and lock it. And then configure the input to also input from the left. So we input from the top to like continue from the hypothetical stuff that's above this. We input from the back to pull the ingot from the cast that we don't have set up yet. We could though. Like so. Like that. Which, yeah, it did pull the ingot. Just a graphical glitch. The way the Tech Reborn stuff interacts with the, with the Hephaestus stuff. There we go, and that dumped out. And then we need to have things spin the right way. Do I have a gearbox? Again, wrong box. Should be light gray. Now, nope, that's the wrong direction. That's too bad. I guess we'll... what direction would this go in? That would be the right direction. Alright, cool. So... so those items disappeared because they got... oh, they're right there. Cool. So now I need a chute. I mean, what we tested was a smart chute, but I don't have a bunch of smart chutes, so I'll just use a normal chute. I could I could use other things, right? I could use just more storage buffers or crude storage units, or I could use chests, or I could use item vaults. But we'll use that. All right, and can I make more levers? Let's see. I have cobblestone. I have some. Oh, here we go. I can make sticks from this. Here we go. All right, all of this fancy mod stuff, and we're still making levers the same way. Oh, and there's a little bit of molten iron in there, which we could be casting if we had more, but we've not delivered the raw materials for that. And you can see now, yeah, we're full of molten copper, and even pulling 2 ingots at a time, we can't keep up. So we have so much copper. In fact, at some point the factory will back up on copper as well. I don't think we can see the storage units. Oh, we can. Can we see the number? Nope. Not the right angle from there. What about over here? Nope. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, so all the copper. We went from like being out of copper to having, who knows? I don't even know how much copper this will be. But this will be processing in the background. We got maybe 20 more minutes. What did I say I was gonna do? Can we see if we can get clay over here? Right, that is a question. Maybe. Like, I could probably extend this train track here. Sort of. I think we'll have to lower it, like we did with this one. Oh, that's gonna be awkward. Could we turn the track and go around? Or two, three. No. So, I mean, we can start working on this, but it's not going to be something that I can do today. But I can deliver the clay that I picked up to here to the factory. And maybe we could deliver some other resources here as well to get the factory going again. That might be pretty cool. There we go. Now we have extra crude storage. There we go. And we got that. I think... yeah, we're not backed up yet on copper because there's a lot of capacity in there for that. So now that we have clay, what is the thing that we're going to be short on that's going to keep this from working? I guess probably zinc. We can check our zinc supply, but I think that's probably the next thing we need for stuff to work. Like, we should start to see, yeah, the numbers on these things start to go up. Or we could, yeah, look. Copper casings being made, andesite casings being made, logs being processed. But we're going to probably start, I don't think we have much of a buffer over here, so we're going to start accumulating copper casings on this belt since we don't have the brass yet. So I think that's the next thing we could do, just to see this all working. Not fully automated, but I mean, the factory works. We just don't have all the resources delivered there yet. But we're on our way to doing that. So let's see. I feel like maybe I have some zinc in reserve. Let's find out. Zero. All right, maybe not. Let's take a nap really quick. Some diamonds up here in redstone. Metal girders, apparently, for some reason. Cobble, glass, smooth stone, bunch of tin. 10 raw iron. We process that if we wanted to. We probably just need to expand our crimsite production. No, I don't see zinc there. Probably next stream. I mean, we'll see where things are, but I do want to kind of bounce between like this factory automation stuff and just making progress any way we can towards the milestones for the chapter. Like, how did we end up kind of focusing on this? Is probably that we need required electrolysis. We did that, made that. Lithium. Copper coil blocks. Industrial blast furnace. There was something I felt we needed a lot of in order to be able to make good progress. So carbon cell, I'm not really sure. Right, so motors. So if nothing else, automating the processing of the copper is really nice, to have lots of copper for things like that. What was I in here for? We were... Oh yeah, looking for zinc, right. So there's a little bit of zinc. And some nuggets that I could grab out. And some raw zinc that could be processed. I think... You know, it's been a while since I've been down to the community foundry. I might go check that out real quick. I should have brought my car up here. We don't have any zinc. Nope. Nope, okay. So we get a few ingots from the 6 raw zinc. And then check this all into the factory and see what we get. That doesn't go anywhere. I think it's the next one. Here we go. Okay, system input. I see everything is empty and we're not auto anything. Okay, cool. So that goes in. Gets processed, goes into the foundry. So 6 made 8, which makes a block and 2 ingots and 5 nuggets of zinc. nothing in the output either, so I guess we'll just auto pour the rest. There we go. And we got our block of zinc. And system output, 3 more. So we got a stack from what we had plus the 6 raw. Steering. There we go. Alright, so we're going to toss a stack of zinc in and see how much brass stuff we get out. It's I feel like it's kind of it distributes the, I don't remember the exact proportion how it works out in terms of what it makes ingots out of versus what it uses to make casings, because I designed this thing many months ago at this point. Alright, I don't need to be in here to supply it. I need to be up here. How are we doing on power? We have 1100 remaining? Okay. So, zinc. And it's gone. We are slowly delivering like 1 or 2 ingots at a time. We could be sending more, right? Because we have, if we had more faucets and casting tables, we could be sending more. All right, so for one thing, I think we should start seeing the numbers here going up, but it may take a minute. You can see we've already backed up on copper casings. But if we come over here, there's the zinc. It's just like the whole stack. In it goes. We still have fuel, although we're not supplying this with more fuel, I think. So we're just about out, but it's enough to get going. And there we go. So there's the that. Oh, right. This doesn't have fuel. That's a problem. We can fix that though if we figure out where the oops. I think it's here. There we go. So that's another thing that we need to deliver over here that needs to be really just, we just need to set up a train station and set up the train to deliver it, is kelp blocks for fuel. Now that we have those automated, right, there's been a lot of these like, oh, we need to build this thing to be able to automate this stuff, and it feels like we're really getting somewhere. All right, so molten brass going in, we already got a bucket of it. So now the limit is how long it takes to cast the ingot versus how long it takes to pour on top of the copper casing. And so you can see we're already storing them. So we started with 0 and we're already at 6 ingots. 7. And if we could just supply all the inputs, which we're pretty close to doing, we could expect that this will fill. This crude storage unit, which holds 2,048 items, could be full of brass ingots and brass casings. There are things we still need to build to do that, specifically the zinc automation. And I think everything else is pretty close. We do need to set up something, like we have semi-automated iron. We could probably, the zinc factory that I have probably could also wash gravel to produce iron for us. And that might just be the easiest way to get some iron for this. So we can automate that. We have compressed andesite, we just need to get it over here. We have clay and kelp, we just need to get over here. The rubber we have a tree farm. It just is so full that we haven't been operating it. We could set up, either make it dedicated to rubber logs, or have it half dedicated to it and then ship those over here. There's options. So there's still a couple of steps to fully automate this. And it's funny because there's so many more kinds of casings after the copper and the brass. But just having essentially an infinite source of those does make other things easier. And if we wanted to automate the later steps, that's definitely an option. Okay, so I think though, I'm gonna hop in my car. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna grab my toolboxes. And I'm gonna probably get in the car and go home. And that's gonna be the stream. Time has really flown. I feel like a lot of, it's a basic foundry, right? And some automation. But what it means is making some real progress here. We built a train too. I mean, that's a whole other thing that would have been like a whole stream back a while ago. There we go. All right. And just it's easy sometimes to not really appreciate like all the effort that went in to getting things to where they are, right? You just are like, oh, well, I gotta do this, and there's so many things to do, but yeah, still pretty happy with all the progress that has been made. All right, but that's gonna be it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be playing this again next week, same time. And I have other things that I'm streaming. Check the schedule on Twitch if you would like to know more. But for now, thanks again. Take care. Until next time. Bye-bye.